On today's show, she's one of the beautiful people, the Texas Twister, Lacey Von Erich.
Wow, I just got in on a tornado. No, just kidding. God, that'd be cheesy. What if I did that? Anyway, I'm Lacey Von Erich. You know the name. The family's from the Wrestling Hall of Fame. Her call holds to Mrs. Not Fictitious because Lacey Von Erich is Wrestlicious.
Hey, everybody, on today's show, she's one of the beautiful people, Lacey Von Erich. Hey, Lacey, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for joining us here today. We're going to have a great time, everybody. So, Lacey, you're a third-generation wrestler. Can you tell us a little bit about your history in wrestling?
Well, Granddad decided to stop boxing and start rigging his boxing so that he knew who the winner was to make some money, and that's how pro wrestling was made. Then he made all his sons do it. His sons didn't do great. They all died of drug overdose and suicide, and it was very sad, so I became a pro wrestler.
So basically, you got a call from Vince McMahon, right?
I got a call from Vince. I was 18. I put my profile on MySpace as Lacey Von Erich instead of Adkison one day, and I thought I had a virus on my computer. All these people started doing friend requests and things like that, and so then I looked, and Vince McMahon ended up calling me, and he said, "Lacey, we want you to be a diva." And I said, "What the heck is a diva?" So I went backstage. He sent me out there. I was a mom, by the way. I had just become a mom, like a single mom, because I didn't like the guy that I had a baby with, but I loved my baby like immediately. Like, I'm not kidding. I found out I was pregnant. I loved my baby. But I didn't like the guy, and I'm like, the baby can stay, but you have to go. So I broke up with him way before I had a baby. And he got deported to England and everything. It's so great. It's a great story. But you have to, there's a lot more to that. So anyway, Vince calls me. I don't have a lot of money. I have a baby. He puts me up at like the Four Seasons and gives me like an endless budget for food and everything else. I have lobster piss brought to my room. I'm backstage. I signed the contract that night. I'm like, yes, this is a fun life. But little did I think of, like, oh my God, this is also the same life that my family had that all died of drug overdose and suicide and things. Like, this is also a very scary life that I got into. So I definitely was conscious of that the whole time I was in it. And when I felt like I got enough out of it, I left.
And your first match was against Natalia, correct?
Daddy Nightheart.
Can you tell us a little bit what it was like the very first match that you had, how you felt going out there and performing in front of a crowd?
Well, so I didn't know how to wrestle, and we were in Tampa, and they were kind of teaching me. I knew a lot of acrobats, which they don't like. I'm like going off the top, second rope, like doing flips everywhere and everything. And they're like, "Okay, can you stop doing that?" I didn't know how to like lock up and then do this and that. So I kind of learned literally for like 2 weeks. And Natty Nightheart was my first match, and we were in this biker bar. And so we lock up, blah, blah, blah. She's supposed to slap me. She slaps me so hard. I forgot all about what wrestling was, all about what it was. So she pushes me off the rope. I'm supposed to duck her clothesline. No, she hits me with the clothesline. I'm down on the ground like dead. And she's like, okay. And so she just has to roll me up and 1, 2, 3, she wins. I was supposed to win the match, which is stupid, by the way. I'm like, what did she win anyway?
And then you did do a show called Wrestlicious. Can you tell us a little bit about how that came about?
So Johnny Caffarello had called me and he said that they had like a music video or something. They're like, look at the lyrics, and you can sing the lyrics or whatever. Someone else might sing them for you, but you're gonna lip them, blah blah blah. So I'm like, okay, so I have to get an outfit. I have to go to this location. And I have to lip these lyrics. And the lyrics were, I'm Lacey Von Erich. You know the name. Families from the Wrestling Hall of Fame. My call holds me. This is not fictitious because Lacey Von Erich is Wrestlicious. So I remember that. And I go and I do it in Mouth of the South. Jimmy Hart is there. And he was like, Lacey, girl. I remember you when you were a little girl. I was always running around wrestling, you know, backstage or whatever with the Nasty Boys and my dad. And my Uncle Jimbo was the Ultimate Warrior. Like, this is back in those days that he knew me, the good days, right? And so, anyway, I do the music video and I leave. And they asked me, hey, will you come out to Florida? Oh, okay, I'll come out to Florida. I didn't know if we were doing another music video. And we do this like weird match with cheerleader and this and that. And okay. And then we do like a photo shoot on the beach. So we're just doing like photo shoots. I found out I was on a TV show that no one told me I was on. No one said, you're a pro wrestler on a TV show called Wrestlicious. Never one time did someone tell me that. So the episodes that people watch of me on Wrestlicious, I didn't know I was even on a TV show.
So because of that, you had no contract or anything. So you went on to TNA, correct? And you became part of the Beautiful
Right.
Group. So can you tell us what it was like going over to TNA? And you also was a tag team champion as well.
So TNA, everyone was like, my sister, my brother, my another cousin. Like, we were so much like a family. It's not even funny. Like, it's, if anyone says that in TNA or anything, we're not kidding. It really was. Everyone had each other's backs. Everyone was happy for one another. It was fun. It was just a good time. I would have stayed there forever if I didn't want to have kids. But I did.
What was your favorite match while wrestling there?
It would be with Velvet Sky when we did our mud wrestling match. Just because it was so fun. It was, and that mud made our skin so soft for like 2 weeks. It was so great. I mean, I'm not one of those people that's like, oh my God, I wrestled this person. It was so great. I mean, I'm a Von Erich. Like, our family's pretty up there. There's nothing I can think of as like a woman I'd be like, if I only wrestled her, my career would be made. It's like, whatever. It's cool. It's fun.
Now, from being on there, you had some, great opportunities. And one of them was to appear on Family Feud to raise money for charity. Can you talk to us a little bit about how that experience was like?
I feel like that's more of an experience for Family Feud than it was for me. I feel like Family Feud looks back on that and is like, Lacey Von Erich was an experience. I was in the top 40 of 40 years. I just found out. It was really fun. I thought it was great. When I looked back, I watched the episodes. They literally cut out all the really funny parts and they left my normal parts. And even my normal parts, I guess, were too much. And so those became memes or videos or went viral with Steve Harvey. And they weren't even the most funny ones. I'm like, God, we had a YouTube video that was unfiltered for the ones that didn't make it to the show. This would be a show. God, I wish they would do that. And so there it lies Lacey VE TV unfiltered. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So that's what you're currently working on now. Tell us what you're doing currently now. with the Lacey
Currently
TV?
now is Lacey VE TV on YouTube. In conjunction with SWE Fury. I went out to SWE Fury to accept a Hall of Fame award. And here's my mom.
Hi, guys. In Texas.
I went out to accept the award in Texas. That was right down the road from my mom's house. I literally say no to everything that anyone ever sends me. But I said yes, because it was right down the road from my mom's new house.
That's right.
So I go there, I see what SWE is doing, I see the potential. I loved the owners like Tom Lance and whoever the other owners are. Tom Lance and I are just best friends now. And Mark Henry and Teddy Long, I just love them. Anyway, so I went out and I loved it. And I was like, y'all send me a proposal, maybe I'll do something. Well, they sent me one, then I'm like, you know what? I kind of just want to host and stuff. And then it became Lacey VE TV, that became their media host and their voice of SWE Fury. And I'm very happy with my new job. I'm excited.
So we're so happy that your mom's joining us. So what is your mom's first name?
Kathy.
Kathy.
Or Catherine. Or Kat.
So
right.
we're gonna have a question for mom right now. What I want to know is, what are you most proud of that Lacey's done in her life?
What I'm most proud of that Lacey's done in her life.
When I got rid of those 6 warrants out for my arrests.
Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. No,
Is that it?
that was a good one.
You helped me with all
I know,
of
I
them.
did help her with that one.
She really did. You remember you helped me with all of them. I feel like
Actually,
she's trying to joke about it. She really did get rid of all of them with me.
to be honest,
It's fine, mommy.
I really am proud of the fact that she was 6 years old when her daddy died. And at one point in her life, at 17, she said, Mommy, I need to understand daddy's life. And I was really afraid for her because of everything we've been through as a family. But what I'm really proud of is that as a wrestling community, they came together as a family with Ric Flair and Terry, Hulk Hogan, others that took care of her while
I know it's weird
was,
to call it by their wrestling name.
while she was on the road. Just helping her understand, and they helped her understand her daddy, like in the locker room. Even Dwayne Johnson or
The Rock.
He sent a text at one point saying to Lacey, your daddy made an impact at this point in my life. And it's true that she got to live and understand that. She's done so many amazing accomplishments in her life, 3 of which I love are my grandchildren, of course. But to go out and go on her own and leave the nest at a very young age at 17 and say, Mommy, I'm just going to do it. And she understands her daddy's life today, which actually made a bigger impact on my life to really understand her daddy's life too. Because I was a little bit, as a wife, a little, I don't know, maybe I didn't like wrestling. Carrie and I met at a very young age, and I was an athlete. He was an athlete. It was before he wrestled. And I was really kind of angry about it, but she helped me understand the perspective of it. I'm really proud of her for taking the initiative to understand her daddy's life outside of her own that we built for her as a family on the other side of the Von Erich family. And to realize it, love it, and I hope the fans love it and understand that too. We appreciate every fan that loves the Von Erichs, and I hope they love my daughter as much as I do.
And Lacey,
Thanks, Mom.
what would you say is the most important thing that your mom has taught you?
How to keep your legs closed. No, I'm just kidding. No, she did a good job at that, though. I was very prude from a very old age. No, but Oh my God, independence and not relying on a man is absolutely what my mom taught me and my sister our whole lives. Like, regardless of my husband or my sister's husband, we can take care of ourselves. Absolutely, with no doubt. It probably makes them feel inferior or a little whatever. But it's like, it's also, you know what? We're with you because we love you, but you better believe we can do all this shit by ourselves. And that's because of my mom.
Okay. And now we're going to play the lightning round. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you a couple things and you just tell me which one you prefer. Okay.
Okay.
So do you prefer a vacation or a staycation?
Staycation, because I live in the most gorgeous place ever.
Ketchup or mustard?
Ketchup.
A crossword puzzle or word search?
Crosswords.
Kermit the Frog or Michigan J Frog?
Kermit.
Kit Kats or Reese's peanut butter cups?
What?
Kit Kats or Reese's.
Oh, neither. I hate sweets.
She does not like sweets at all.
Nothing.
In fact, at her wedding, instead of wedding cake that Grant fed her, she had crab cake.
I wanted my favorite burrito, but his family was like super classy, so I had to eat crab cake.
Dawson's Creek or the OC?
OC.
Truth or dare?
Dare.
Doritos or Cheetos?
Doritos.
Jersey Shore or Floribama Shore?
Or what?
Or Floribama Shore?
I don't know what that is.
Floribama Shore.
So for Jersey, I guess.
Okay. Britney Spears or Christina Aguilera?
Oh,
It's Brittany.
we just saw a really great movie today, though. With
I know, I
Christina,
do love burlesque.
which we didn't know.
But I
Burlesque.
really love my Brittany, and she lives down the road from me, and my kids play with her kids at Sherwood Lake Club.
Yeah.
Awesome. What would be
I know.
what's a better fundraiser? A bake sale or a car wash?
Oh,
Car
get
wash.
wet. It's a car
With
wash.
these ladies,
Car
it's a
wash.
car wash.
And the final question, who is your favorite Spice Girl? Sporty, scary, baby, ginger, or posh?
It was baby because I looked like her when I was little.
We
Well,
love you
thank you.
all, though.
Thank you so much for joining us here today. What would you like to say to all the fans who are watching today?
I'd like to say, please log on and listen to Lacey VE TV because I have a lot of interviews and I have pranks and truth or dare.
And you never know when
other
mom's
things.
going to appear.
Yeah, and my mom might be there. On Lacey VE TV on YouTube, a lot of people are watching Hannibal TV. They're watching SWE Fury TV to watch my episodes, but they're not going on to Lacey VE TV. So I'd like them to go on and subscribe.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Both of my special guests, the surprise guest, Mom. And thank you guys for watching, and we'll talk to you all soon. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.